Browns at Jets, 45-point over/under Monday Night Football. Baker Mayfield back in action. He was doing good. He was being what Baker was last year. 285 yards, 1 touchdown. They were losing, and they were putting a lot of it on Baker, but Baker looked good, and they got to the fourth quarter, and he threw 3 picks. Yeah. So his stat line, 285, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. I think the hype was... I think they're a good football team. I think they're they don't suck. I just think that they were saddled with all this hype. Now, did for some reason I did not expect this to happen. Like going into this first game, there was an analyst on NFL Network that said this team was going to go undefeated.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, like the hype was way too real. I was like, something's going to happen in the first 4 weeks of the season. They're just going to get beat around a little bit, and then they're going to be like, okay, we're a good football team.
Well, they're either gonna do that or go the other way.
I don't think so because there's far too much talent in this offense.
I agree
not
with
be
that.
Good. Your starting quarterback's Nick Chubb. Your starting wide receivers are Odell.
You said quarterback Nick Chubb.
I said running back.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I could have sworn you said quarterback.
Starting running back Nick Chubb. Starting quarterback Baker Mayfield. Odell Bekcham. Jarvis Landry. David Njoku. Like your offense is too high powered to not do something. I think it was just a bad week. They came out. Baker did have a lot of reps in the preseason though. He was pummeled into the ground. That offensive line blows.
Yeah, does that get better, though? Like, does that change?
No, but I don't think it's going to, like, catapult them down into a 6-win season. You know what I mean?
No.
And I don't think it's going to make them a bad offense. Like, guys like Odell Beckham, guys that you drafted in the top 5. Like, how many years has Odell Beckham had a bad quarterback and a bad offensive line? Like, forever.
His, whole career.
Yeah, so it's like he's going to be fine.
Yeah.
I think guys like Jarvis Landry probably going to take a hit. David Njoku did have a good week last week. 4 receptions, 37 yards. He's not going to do that again. The David Njoku owner is probably like, yes, 10 points. And then they slide him in their lineup for next week, and they're like, "Yeah, let's go." And then he gets like 3 fantasy points.
I mean, he could be the red zone option.
He could be the red zone option, but the thing is that
he's not going to get a lot of.
You have to go on probabilities. Yeah. That's the thing is like he's not going to catch 16 touchdowns. I mean, he might, but it's unlikely. Probably you have Odell there, so if you have Baker against the Jets, I would sit him for a week and watch.
Okay.
See what happens. Even though, you know what? I don't even know if I want to sit him. Like he's such a conundrum.
I would probably. He's similar to Rodgers, where if you have a better option, I would sit Mayfield just for this week. I overall agree with you. I think Mayfield.
It's not a bad matchup against the Jets.
No, I mean, yeah, the Jets have an improved defense. Like I don't know if you watched the game, but. Their new linebacker, C.J. Mosley, who came over from the Ravens.
The Jets' defense is better, but they gave up a lot of points last week.
Yeah. Oh, well, 16 points.
Oh, 16?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And Jamal Adams
is a
beast safety. He's one of the best safeties in football.
So. Yeah, no, the Jets' defense
they
is
have players. They have a lot of good players on defense.
This is Monday Night Football, though. It's Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Likes the spotlight.
No, I agree. I think... Again, if you have a better option, go with the better option. But I'm not selling Mayfield yet. Like I think he'll be fine.
It's going to be one of those.
I think he'll have a better week than he did last week.
Start this guy over Mayfield, right?
He's like a start him sit him question type guy.
Yeah, it's going to be like start this guy over Mayfield, and then that guy plays Sunday, has a bad game, and then you're like, oh god, now I need Mayfield to be good.
Yeah,
because I started him, or that guy goes off. But Nick Chubb, obvious start. Odell Beckham, obvious start. I think if you have David Njoku, you probably got to slide him in for this week, unless you somehow ended up with David Njoku and Travis Kelce.
Mark Andrews or David Njoku?
Asking for a friend. David Njoku.
Oh, really?
Mark Andrews.
I'd say Mark Andrews.
Yeah, I would say Mark Andrews. Better matchup. Darnold, 175, 1 touchdown. It looks like the same freaking guy from last year.
Yeah.
Kind of pissed off about that.
Again, I don't know if you watched like every game this week, but did you watch the Bills-Jets one? Because I don't blame you if you didn't. But
yeah, I did.
Okay, so you saw how bad the Jets' offensive line was.
Yeah,
right?
they were
on every play that Darnold went back to throw. He was getting pressured. Like
he was getting crushed.
Yeah, So that it was similar to the Browns actually, where he just had no time to throw the ball. So yeah, I could see. Well, I think he will improve statistically though than he did last year because his interceptions. I think he threw like 15 interceptions last year. I don't think he'll do that again this year. But maybe like Like, I think he had 16 TDs or something like that. I could see like 20 to 25 touchdowns and like 10 interceptions.
I think he'll be a lot better this year. It's gonna be like a Carson Wentz, Jared Goff 30-year breakout type of thing. I don't know that this year is gonna be the year. He'll be a lot better this year, trust me. And for some reason, Adam Gase coached teams the first year always for some reason go 9-7. Le'Veon Bell, obviously must start. 17 carries, 60 yards. He had a bunch of catches as well.
Yeah,
he was utilized a lot in that offense. I was surprised when we're going into the season. The reason why I marked Bell as a bust,
Adam Gase offense,
is because A, Adam Gase offense, but B, it was the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers gave him the ball almost 400 times.
Yeah,
in the seasons that he was the number one running back in fantasy football. And I thought he might reach maybe 300, but that was going to be it. Right now, he's like kind of on pace for 350 touches this year. And if he does that, he's a top 5 running back. And that sounds crazy to say, but he's top 10 after 4 weeks. Ask me what I think Le'Veon Bell's going to do, because that'll give me more of a clearer picture.
I like Le'Veon Bell this week, honestly.
Jamison Crowder. Keep your eye on Jamison Crowder.
Love Jamison Crowder.
Don't start him this week.
17
Unfortunately.
targets.
Don't start him this week. Keep him on your bench.
If you're in a PPR league?
You're starting him with the anticipation that he's going to get 14 targets, but I don't want to pick a guy up off the waiver wire and start him immediately unless he's John Ross.
Say John Ross.
Unless he's John Ross. But I don't want to start Jamison Crowder immediately, because that might have just been I need a safety blanket. This defense is really good guy, and then he gets like 4 targets next week. Like, you just don't know what Jamison Crowder is.
No, that's fair. But I don't think he's going to get 4 targets though. Like, I think he'll get like about 10 targets a week.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I just don't want to. I want to see it. Wait and see. It's a wait and see.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Fantasy football for me is always about wait and see.
And
sacrifice 1 week to see if the guy's actually decent.
Yeah. Browns have some good cornerbacks too. They held Corey Davis to 0 catches despite getting blown out. So
yeah.